Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here with my Noel Mignon kit for this week. And this week I am doing a layout about football. And I wanted to take advantage of the reds and the kind of the grayish tones in this kit. So I wanted to kind of show that it didn't have to be all, oranges and browns and all that. So I'm using kind of the reds and the grays and those kind of colors here. So this is a picture of me and my family, and this was on the first day of college football this year, and we are big Georgia football fans. Both of my parents went to Georgia, so I really grew up watching the games and it really stuck with me, and now my husband's watching them. My girls are kind of sort of paying attention when it's on. So it's a big deal around our house now. And so I am going to document this today because this is definitely something that we look forward to in the fall. So I have that background paper there, that's from Prima, and the opposite side of it I think has pumpkins all over it. So I'm using that side because it has like those gray tones that I'm looking for. And then I am going to be using that red paper there, which does not have a manufacturer branding strip on it anymore, so I don't remember who makes that, but it is from the kit. And then I'm going to be using this Echo Park little kind of a plaid type of paper there for layering. And then I did bring in a little layering piece of paper that has a floral on it, and it just has the colors I'm looking for. That one right there, that's just from my stash. And I'm using my Tim Holtz Distress ink to ink up the edges of all of the papers, including the background paper, and I'm using Hickory Smoke ink. It doesn't show up really, really well on the red, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I am going to go ahead and get my layers put down. I really like that background paper, how it just kind of ties everything together with the, nice gray tones that it has. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. And then I'm using these thickers to spell out football, and then I use that little fall die cut from the kit as well. And then I'm going to be using these Jelly Bean Soup tiny alphabet letters, and I'm spelling out the word means. So fall means football. And I'm going to spell it out. I don't have an S, so I'm going to take an 8 and I'm going to cut off a couple little pieces to make it into an S. That's one of my favorite little tricks to make your alphabets work for you. If you don't have an S, you most likely have an 8, and you can just cut off little sections there to create your own S. And it does show up a lot better in real life versus what it looks like right now, because I do have some brown on brown going there. But I'm going to use a couple of these acrylic pieces here from Pretty Little Studio. One says Life, and I'm going to use that as part of my title, and then I have a white arrow that's going to be pointing towards the picture. And I have a couple of flare badges from my stash, and those are Georgia specific. I ordered those on Etsy, so I'm trying to use some of those up because I got them a long time ago. Now I'm going to use one of these little die cuts here, and I'm cutting it out from this Pretty Little Studio page here, and one of them said go outside, stay inside, and I'm gonna use only the stay inside part because you stay inside to watch football, so I'm gonna use that. And then I cut out the lined part of that little label there so I can do my journaling on it, but I didn't want the label part because it was pink and it's not gonna go, so I just cut around and just use the lines on it. And then I also have this heart that I'm gonna fussy cut out as well because it's black and white, so it's going to go perfectly on here. So I'm really making these die cuts work for me between, doing the go outside, stay inside one and just cutting out the lines of the label instead of using the whole label. All right, so I use some glue dots to put down these little acrylic pieces here, just using my glue dots to stick those down. And then I am going to put this orange bow here because I do have orange in that kind of the striped paper there, so it just kind of helps bring that out just a little bit, and it's fine. Of course, I wish it were red, but it's all right. So I did my journaling right there, and the ink looks a little bit wet on there, so I'm just going to let it dry for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and put down my circle up there. I'm going to use some pop dots to put down my flare badges. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down on either side of the layout. And then I am going to go ahead and stick my journaling down because my ink is dry. And then I'm going to use a couple of words here from this word strip sticker sheet. One says, "Let's stay home." I'm going to use another one, I think that says homestead. And then another one, but I can't remember which one right this second, so I'll just tell you when it comes up. I'm going to use homestead. I'm going to stick it up here at first, but I'm going to end up moving that before I'm done. And then I used happy. That's right. So I just kind of took advantage of the things about, you know, kind of staying at home and, you know, doing that because that's what we do on Saturdays. We try to stay home and watch the games when we can. So I'm going to stick those down. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some of these gems here from Prima. And I'm just going to stick them in the little spaces here. And then this is where I'm going to move that sticker because it looks a little weird just up there by itself. So I'm going to stick it over to this other cluster here above the title. I'm just going to move it over there in a second. I don't know where I went. I got up to go do something. I'm not sure what I did. Oh, I came back and I looked at it and I was like, nope, that needs to go over here. And I like it better over here. And that's it, guys. So here's my close-ups. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. And if you have not checked out Noel's kits yet, please do so. I will leave a link down in the description. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.